Multiplayer survival games on MetaQuest? They're hard to find these days.
Easy, friend, easy.
One of the options out there is Grim VR, which is about as tough as it gets.
How the heck do you load this thing?
Between endless scavenging
I didn't want to fight.
and fighting for your life,
Walk away.
there's no arguing that Grim gameplay can be merciless.
God, I hope this thing works.
But it's the players that make it more manageable and a lot more fun too. Revisiting Grim after what seems like a lifetime away from it, the visual change was stunning. Mechanics still grueling,
Swapping hands. God, I would have made a lousy caveman.
and it didn't take long to get entangled into something like a Fallout-style adventure. Trying to search and survive as a lone wanderer, I found myself in the middle of a war between two in-game communities. These random player versus player encounters help elevate the mundane moments of survival into memorable life or death gameplay encounters. In Grim, and games like it, there's something intense yet pleasantly enjoyable
Looks pretty sharp.
when building up your characters in a regs to semi-richest type of story.
Oh, nice.
There are some big adjustments since my first video about Grim went viral nearly a year ago. Alright, I'm just kidding. But pending when you first started playing, this all used to look like Mars, making the game a bit more unique compared to other survival games. So it's a little disappointing to see the game bring us back down to Earth.
That's how we get back to Mars.
A welcome change was the addition of the tutorial that helps players get a grasp on how to play.
Oh my gosh, forgot how much of a workout this is.
It's an important step because when you officially start, the world becomes your open playground with no clear direction on what to do.
Oh crap.
One of the first and obvious things to aim for are the airdrops, because in video games these days, the great stuff usually comes from the heavens.
It's gonna drop right in his castle now. That's some clever planning right there.
Just a few minutes back in the world of Grim, this random encounter would set in motion a series of events in my playthrough.
Oh, there we go. We got a drop.
After losing sight of the drop, and with night approaching, it's not a bad time to collect resources and build a base, giving you time to let your guard down.
Holy crap.
At sunrise, and just around the corner from where I set up shop, I found a community of neighbors nearby.
Well, I'm gonna try and approach them and see how this goes. Hello! Easy, gentlemen. I come in peace.
With players engaging in trade and building massive forts and bases. In Grim, your buildings deteriorate over time, and servers reset each week.
Drive a hard bargain, Grim. Not even my real life place decays at 70 wood and 90 rock a day.
Yeah, in some ways this is even more tough than real life. So if you want a chance at succeeding, working with players is the best way to thrive.
You got a really cool base.
Thank you. I take good pride in it, mate. Yeah, wait there a second, I might have a little something.
Oh, thank you.
Every little helps, doesn't it?
Guns and gear in Grim will give you an edge over any hostiles you encounter, but neighborly advice about the area was just as helpful. Don't go south.
Watch out though, because there's people down there that don't really like us, and they've been fighting us for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if they're on or not, but we were fighting them all day yesterday. It's crazy.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's funny.
There's some real no-life down that way, mate. You do not want to tread down that way. Them man did not get offline. I know them boys, they are hardcore. They live in Grim.
An invisible line had been drawn between my neighbors and another community that doesn't take too kindly to strangers. So like any typical gamer, I immediately went south. And I didn't have to go far to see massive buildings and towers on the horizon, and players nearby that were out for virtual blood.
Easy, friend, easy. I didn't want to fight. Didn't want it to come to this. Walk away. You know this. Freeze. Go.
Yo, stop! I'm getting my stuff.
You're gonna take it, then you're gonna kill me, is what you're gonna do.
I'm not. I'm new to this game. I barely even know what I'm doing.
Sometimes you win some, and sometimes you lose some in Grim. I went back to my neighbors to ask for help, where we were interrupted by a helicopter.
Yeah, I think it's too quick. Are we in danger?
Like the airdrops, these random encounters bring great supplies, but you have to take the chopper down first. So with my semi-naked buddies and my trusty bow and arrow, we were off.
Oh, getting close here.
But getting closer to the helicopter, it was obvious we were on a collision course with the unfriendly Southerners.
Whoa. What do we do? Do we go after it?
Outranked by my companions, I let them lead the ambush, waiting for the others to leave their base.
Yeah, shush. Mute your mic, We're about to jump this kid.
You see him? There's one. He's coming closer. He's coming closer. He's still up there? You see him? Where's the other guy?
In this virtual life, there are many things hopefully you've learned from this story, including 2 in death. When your allies' weapons go silent during combat, it probably means they're dead, and it's best to never bring a bow to a gunfight. Sometime later, I returned to my neighbors. They were gone, and it had looked like they had been attacked, with little of their base and walls remaining.
I don't know what happened here. Did he get attacked?
Today, I could only guess what was responsible, but it's just another day in Grim VR. I hope you enjoyed the tips and lessons from this grim gameplay adventure. And up next, watch life and death stories from DayZ, or check out more videos about games just like Grim. Thanks for watching.